Welcome to the online lecture series on 8051 microcontroller. In this video tutorial, we shall discuss about calculating the time taken by the delay subroutines. Let's see the first problem. For a machine cycle of 1.085 micro. So here he has directly given the value of one count. You need not calculate. Okay. You have to find the time delay of, so what is the time taken by this delay subroutine you have to calculate. Okay, now in this example, if you see, you have got a loop. Okay, so when you have got a loop, so you should first calculate the time taken by that loop. Okay, so in the delay subroutine, the first instruction is move r2 comma hash 200. Okay, remember this is decimal 200. Then we have got one NOP instruction, the second NOP instruction, then we have got DJNZ instruction. Okay, so first of all, we will write down the machine cycle it takes. So this will take one, NOP will also take one, DJNZ will take two, return will also take two. But we have to see the loop here, which are the loop instructions. So this is the loop, back loop. So in this back loop, which are the instructions which will come? NOP will come, the second NOP will come, and DJNZ instruction will come. So these three instructions will be executed how many number of times? It depends upon the count in R2. What is the count in R2? Count in R2 is 200. So it means these three instructions will be executed how many number of times? 200 number of times. So whenever you have a loop in a code, first you should calculate the time taken for that loop. Okay. So that's the first thing we will be doing here now. Okay. Now, I had written here itself. So let's first write down the machine cycles taken by each instruction. So I have written this. What is the period of the one count equal to? 1.085 microsecond. Okay, that is given in the question. Now, next, what we should do is we should first calculate the time taken by this back loop. Okay, so time taken by the back loop is equal to how much? Time taken by this NOP instruction. See, time taken by this NOP instruction plus time taken by this second NOP instruction. So time taken by this second NOP instruction. Okay, plus the time taken by DJNZ instruction, but the time taken by DJ. This entire thing is executed how many number of times? It is executed by 200. So we have to multiply this entire the time taken by all these three instructions by into the loop count. Okay, no. What is the time taken by NOP instruction? It is equal to 1. What is this 1? The machine cycle 1 into the count value, that is 1.085, plus time taken by this NOP instruction will be 1 into 1.085. Time taken by DJNZ will be 2 into 1.085. Why? Because DJNZ takes 2 machine cycles. This entire thing it is multiplied by 200. Okay, so if we calculate, so the time taken by the loop will be 868 microseconds. How many? So this is the time taken only by the back loop. Now what is the total time now? Total time will be equal to the time taken by this move instruction plus time taken by this back loop plus the time taken by this return instruction. So total time taken will be equal to time taken by the move instruction plus time taken by the back loop, which we have already calculated, plus the time taken by the return instruction. What is the time taken by the move instruction? It is 1 into, I have not written here, but it is 1 into 1.085, because this instruction takes 1 machine cycle, plus time taken by back loop, it is 868 microseconds, which we have calculated here, plus time taken by return instruction is 2 into 1.085. If we calculate, so it comes out to be 871.255 microseconds. The total time taken by the delay subroutine is how much? 871.255 microseconds. Okay. So in this way, we calculate the time taken by a subroutine. Okay. Thank you.